got a good one. Tees a pair. 17 to a 12. 17 light gonna take it. That's Randy Krause. He's 20 total. 17 dead on 3, takes 4th thou over Maddie. Maddie was 12, sets it down to be 1 over the dial, crossing second. All right. Fingers crossed, I just reset the live feed, so go ahead and refresh your phones, your laptops, whatever you got going on. Caitlin Krause now just watched her father turn on the wind light. She's going to try and do it now, 475. Tim Armstrong pulling up in the Biondo lane, 473 the dial. To a 26. 15th thou advantage going to Krause, but might have cut him loose there. Armstrong got around, 26 dead on, 30 total, snuck by Caitlin by 1 thou. Yeah, I'm going to say, looking at the mile per hour, killed too much. Bob Kalipski, 448 the dial here on the left side. Going to give chase to Gavin Roth. Gavin, 507, the Hankster first car. But yeah, just like I told you guys before, we're doing some upgrades around here, so hiccups and hurdles are inevitable. So we're going to get the live feed squared away. It's still early in the season. Gonna figure out the internet situation. We're gonna get things hammered down. All you gotta do is refresh though, and I'll get it back for you. 26 to a 41, Kalipski missed it. Missed it and it hurt him. Roth, 26 and 2 over, takes the win. Here comes Nino and Scott Lorish. Oh, it's nasty. 004 to a 009. 5 thou going out to Reginella. Double breakout, gets it done. Nino out by 5 thou. Scott was under by a hun. 5 thou, the difference there. Going to Reginella. Oh, Bob Strunk. I almost missed him. Here he comes, the rattlesnake. Oh no, rattlesnake's in trouble. Oh, the rattlesnake. 27 up front. Dead on the dial to be 3 thou behind as Steve Doss was 009 and 2 over the dial. Yeah, the rattlesnake, he'll go eat a couple of mice or something and then come out of his hole for the buyback. Comb his beard. Here comes Rick Shirey now, Brad Givler, 469 here for Shirey, left side, 477 the dial for Givler. His 2019 racecraft. right, so Givler just laid down a run. Locked out Rick Shirey. Givler 009 dead 5. 14 total, locking out the 21 reaction time in the left lane. Brad Givler coming back. Gavin Shoemaker, Rob Bennett on the line. 3/10 the difference between these two cars. 451 here for Shoemaker, 481 the dial for Bennett. Final call for street buybacks. Final call for street buybacks. We will take pro buybacks. Pro buybacks to 3 and 4. Pro buybacks to 3 and 4. .002 red was Gavin, Rob Bennett 14 and 6 on over, shut her down. All right, so Rich Capertino taking the win there, 33. Jen was dead 0, 002 red up front. Ouch. All right, once again, buybacks are at the front gate. Oh, Dave Daniels Sr. on a heartbreaker there. 003 to Kenny Crown's 50 light. Dave's out by 7 thou, taking 61. That's all right. He's just shaking off the dust. Hasn't been out in a while. Killed the tree, so the car's right where he wants it to be. He'll be back for the buyback, I'm sure. So once again, pro buybacks, you should be in 3 and 4. Possible buy is going to go out to Mike Fornwall. Not sure if you're buying back, Mike. I'm sure you are, but... Yep. Lane's kid just said he's coming down right now, so the buzzsaw is on his way. We have made the call for street buybacks. Final call for street buybacks. Motorcycle and Test and Tune are already over there in 7. And we got Chris Wilson and Matt Shell now. A couple of young guys. One's 10 red, one's 10 green. Chris Wilson was the 10 red, and he's dead on the dial. Tough one there as Matt Shell was 10 up front, 8 thou under. Moving on around 2. I'm not sure the driver not on file on the left. That's I think it's Keith Hans. Might be the name. Not sure about that, but I know I typed something like that in there. 510. Emily Marinelli right side. Dan's car. 475 for Emily. So once again, final call for pro buybacks, final call for pro buybacks. Left side, got her cut in half, 11 to a 22, 11th out advantage going to left. But give it to the right on a double breakout. I'm just going to say, guys, it's pretty quick out there. I think about 65 to 70% of the runs have been breakouts or double breakouts. So if that's any indication of what's going on, there you go. Emily takes the win there. She's only under by 3. Left side dragster was under by 13. So there's Rob Croce. He got pulled for a bye. He's going to face off against Harvey Spector, a.k.a. Robbie Rubbers. $552 for Croce, $448 for Rubba. Another candy apple red first gen. What do you know? Anybody's race. 5 thou goes to the left side. 24 to a 29. Give it to Spector. Robbie Rubbers, 29 dead 1 is 30 total. Takes 1 thousandths over Croce. right, so congratulations to Kevin Twardowski, today's motorcycle winner. 96 up front, dead on the dial to take 37. John, over on the left, actually had a better light by quite a bit. He was 28, but bike did not run the number for him. Attention in the pits. Attention in the pits. Was waiting for the burnouts to finish. Attention to the pits. We will put the call out for Super Pro buybacks. Door cars. For the buyback to 1 and 2, dragsters to 3 and 4, Super Pro re-entry. Still time to get in on it. You can bring your money right with you to the lanes and go take a walk over to the front gate and see Nick. So, Super Pro buybacks, you are needed in the lanes. Alright, so Mike Fornwall was taken out in round 1, gets the potential buy in the buyback, gets the buy, and then throws down a 4 total run. Trip, zip, dead 4.
Oh, they made a bid.
So 4 total. I'm just going to say it. You guys better watch out. Mike's coming. He's coming after you now. Another call for Super Pro buyback, Super Pro reentry. Come on down. Super Pro reentry. Need you now. All right, we're going to put a quick drag on the track. We don't have enough cars in the lanes, and that's not our fault. That's your fault. So come on down, Super Pro buybacks. This might be all we have. It is Sunday. Buybacks are usually a little lighter on Sundays. Everybody's eager to get out of here, so making the final call. We're going to put a few laps on the tractor. All right, couple more laps here. So, little public service announcement, guys. Your tech card filling out process is lacking. So, got a lot of tech cars that have no car numbers and we can't identify you. So, if you come up and your name is not announced and you have problems with your name on the live feed, it's not our fault if the tech card was not filled out properly. So some of you guys barely even write your name. A couple of you guys don't even write your name. You just write the number on and like initials and stuff. So let's get these tech cards filled out properly. The card number should be up in the top right corner in the box where it says number. Yeah, print your name clearly. Do some finger stretches or something. Some of these are, I don't know how you guys made it through grade school, but some of these are real bad. So please, 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 race control needs tech cards filled out properly and legibly. All right, lanes 1 and 2, load them up. Helmets on, load them up. All right, here we go. Big white Chevelle left side. That's Michael Shupp. 581 the dial. Gonna be giving chase. Looking across from Neil Egenberger Sr. That gold colored, champagne colored Nova, whatever you want to call it, 602. What do you call that color, Johnny? What's that color?
Champagne.
Champagne? What was it?
Champagne.
Champagne? Okay, all right. I agree.
And
Yeah, I got kind of the off-white top, the two-tone. I like it. Neil's not gonna like this. He's 100 on the tree. Michael Shupp, 14, and clicks it off to be 8 hunt over. Still takes 24 over Neil. Just missed it. That was it. Here comes Todd Shupp now, and the gray ride here in the left side, 544. He's going to get the head start over Frank Zeg, dialed in 531. Good to see Todd got the car all fixed up. He had a minor collision incident in the lanes here on a test and tune. It's no fault of his own. 15th thou advantage going out to Frank Zeg. But give it to Shupp. He's going to get it done. He was 15 behind, 20 up front to be dead on. 23 total, crossing second. Zeg broke it out 4th thou. Had to take 18 or less to get it done. Did not do it. Got John Northrup now, Doylestown, PA here, left side, 615. John was in the winner's circle a few weeks ago, I believe, for Super Pro. Might have been our first summit, I don't know. Al Shaver, 648, the dial right side. Grocer Getter still in. Well, still in. This is the buyback. Anything that's not round one, and I guess put it that way. 11 red, 11 green. Okay. Shavers, 11 up front. Dead 9, 20. 20 total. No, Northrup was dead on. That's a tough break there for John. Lights it red. He was dead 7. Here comes one of my favorite door cars. I'll say it again. That's 79 Boo. That red ride here, left side, 601 for Mark Talmadge. Near identical ETs here as the right side pulls up 6 flat. So just one hun the difference. Going to be staring at each other all the way down. That's Bob Fenstermaker over there. He's 005 red, fouls it away, hands it over Talmadge, who was ready. 17 green. 17 green and dead 3 for Talmadge, 20 total. Back into the race. Comes Dylan Biondo. Wheelin' Pete's ride, 590 for the Biondo Domino-owned Firebird here. 610 for Jacob Wilson. Wilson Engine Clan, 67 Camaro over there. Advantage going to Dylan Biondo, 18 to a 26. Biondo's going to get it done. Takes 006 over Jacob Wilson. He's 18 and 1 over. Jacob was 26, dead 8. Found himself 6 thou behind. Here he comes, Mike Formal, 576. Going to dial it down a little bit. 609 for Mike Calabro out of Center Reach, New York, in his 72 Nova. To an 18, 7th thou for Fornwall. At the finish, give it to Mike Fornwall. He's dead 0. That was a real good drag race in both lanes. Mike Fornwall takes the win. 11 dead 0 is 11 total to take 11. Calabro was 18 and dead 4 to be 22 total. So 11 to a 22 pack. Mike Calabro, tough break there. Fornwall back in this thing. Charles White now. Malibu Wagon Tower side, 668 the dial. Taking on yet another Candy Apple Red first gen. Look at it. Croce, 553, gonna dial it down a little, I think. I think he was triple nickel earlier today. We'll take Streetcars 1 and 2. Rick A for potential buy. We'll take Streetcars 1 and 2. Street, bring it up. Sportsman 1 and 2 for round 2. $23 thou advantage going out to Rob Croce. He's 003 and gonna get it done. 003 takes 11 to be 1 over. Car ran the number for Charles. He was dead on the dial, just a touch behind off the hit. Comes Dalton Rolls. 515 on the door car. Gonna get a slight head start over the 506 dragster of Kelsey Brinkman, 2010 American chassis. Once again, Sportsman, bring it on up. Sportsman cars are remaining Sportsman. 6 of you remain. Lanes 1 and 2. Triple 0 is Kelsey Brinkman. 27th thou behind his rolls. Give it to Brinkman. 1 total. Wow. So Kelsey Brinkman just laid down a run on Dalton. Dalton was 27, never in the race. Kelsey, trip, zip, dead 1, takes 23. Nice slap there for Brinkman. Comes Zach Rothenberger now, 499 to the 493 of Jen Murray. Jen in the Biondo lane. Teens a pair, anybody's race. Flip the coin. Jen's coming up alongside, gets it. Nope, she does not get it done. 13 and dead on the dial is Zach Rothenberger on the winning effort. 17 total. Jen got there first, broke it out by 8 thou, took 10. That was 2 thou she had to get inside of, hard to do. Got Melissa Wilson now, Chet Dragon on the line. Wilson here in the left side, 492. Giving the head start over to the Bantam, 642 for Chet. Final call for Sportsman. Final call for Sportsman. Pro, get them ready. You're 1 minute away. Pro, get them ready. 19 to a 27. 8 thou going to Melissa Wilson, left side. Oh, heartbreaker. Melissa's under by 11 thou, taking 26. Hands the win over to Chet, who was 27, dead 7. Caitlin Kraus and Scott Lorsch now, 476 for Kraus. In the rapid race fuel lane, 484 for Lorsch. It's 2019 Miller car. Trouble for Lorsch. Starting line trouble for Lorsch. Caitlin was ready anyway, 005 clicks it off. Saw her opponent was not near her. All right, go ahead, bring it down. 5 and 6 will take pro cars. 1268 is the buy, that's the motorcycle. Kevin Twardowski. You can go to lane 7. We'll take pro cars for round 2 to 5 and 6. Pro, round 2 to 5 and 6. Jack Ostrowski, Matty Reck. Oh, it's a nasty race. 5 thou is Ostrowski. Matty, 000, dead 7. Jack was 005 under by 1 thou, taking 3 thou. Had to get inside 2 little thousandths. How about 7 total for Matty Reck? Got Bob Kalipski, Dave Rubel now, just a pair on the line and a pair in the water to round out the buyback round. 448 for Kalipski, 464 for Dave. Kalipski's in trouble, he's behind by 4 hun. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Don't show that to Dave. Peggy, when you see Dave Rubel, just send him right back to the trailer. Don't even give him the slip. Ouch. Dave was 002 and breaks it out. 13 thou. As Bob Kalipski was 42 green and dead on the dial. So. don't want to say how much stripe he took. Not killer, but it was enough to hurt. Was enough to hurt. Here comes Dave Daniels Sr. First time we've seen Dave out in a while. Just pulled for the bye. He's going to pair off 478 to the 452 for Gavin here on the left side. Gavin new to the car, new to the long game. All right, final call for Pro. We're firing engines up, and we are missing two of you. Might be one or two street guys that are doubled. So Pro, missing two cars. Super Pro door cars on a very short standby. Super Pro door cars on a very short standby. Potential buy for round number next to Super is T143, Barry Sauter. So Barry, just giving you a heads up. When we call you, you can go to lane 7. This is round 2 of Pro Eliminator. We got bottom bulb Jesus here on the left side. That's Mike Fornwall. He's a buyback. He went out in round 1 and he bought back, I believe, in both classes and won in both classes. So he's in round 2 of both Super and Pro. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Well, Mike Fornwall should have this one in the bag. Mike Maude missed it. Mike. Oh, did he? So Fornwall moving on to round 3. He's 15 and 1 over. Scott Tupper now 566 on the Vega here, left side. 662 for Dylan Moyer. Good looking 1970 Dodge Dart. What do you want to make fun of Tupper about, Johnny? We can't make fun of him no more. You got a new wrap, you got a new ride. Same ride, different wrap. 33 to a 21. Advantage going out to Dylan Moyer. But does not turn it into a win light. Tupper gonna get it done. 33. And he's dead on with a 6. Taking 15. Let's say Dylan dropped him off, cut him loose, and a little bit too much of that business going on. Charles Augustine now, 671, here to the left side. Another Dodge Dart. 694 for Jesse Rothenberger. Charles Augustine missed it a touch back here. Jesse's got him about doubled. Yep, Jesse's going to pick up the win. 26 driving by the tree. Sets it down 1 over to take 008 over. Augustine was dead on the dial, just missed it up front. Here comes Chris Gagne now, 630 the dial out of Monroe Township, New Jersey. Getting a head start over Nick Marinelli, 594 for Marinelli. Old Danny's out there with a mop. Mopping up behind the car. So 400th's advantage going out to Chris Gagne, who's going to turn it into a win light. Both drivers missed it. Both guys missed it, but Gagne gets it done. All right, listen up in the pits. We're making the call for Super Pro. Door cars, bring it down to 1 and 2. Barry Sauter, you can go to lane 7. We need Super Pro round 2 cars. Door cars, 1 and 2. Dragsters, 3 and 4. Super Pro, come on down. We got a Hoover here. It's Lorelei. 68 Camaro. 434 cubic inches. So she's going to go 642. She's 77 green to Mike Bryce's 33. That's, yep. Bryson going to get that one. Bryson too good to have that kind of advantage. Going to take the win here. Comes Joe Clark now out of Sunbury, just down the way. 25-minute drive that way. 713, 651 here for David Nashke, the digital camo truck. Joe Clark nailed the tree, 005. Big reaction time advantage. Gonna get it done. 005 takes 004 to be 2 over. Nashke, 33 under the dial, never got there. Here comes JP, Jeff Pasquarello Jr. We like to tease him, but we love the guy. He's a good guy. 551 for JP. 562 for Mark Price Jr. Jeff, JP JP got 10 to work with, 18 to a 28 at the stripe. Jeff gets it done. Both drivers won over the dial. Jeff gonna get it done, 18 up front. Takes 005 to move on. Once again, Super Pro, you are needed. Super Pro, come on down. Door cars, 1 and 2. Dragsters, everybody else, 3 and 4. Super Pro. Robbie Bennett, Katie Haight. My brain always wants to say height, but they corrected me once again. I know it's hate, but just the way it's spelled, man, your brain really tricks you on that one. Katie Haight, 642, 725 for Robbie. Robbie might have spun there just a touch, but not going to matter. Katie, 002 red. And done for the day. Robbie Bennett moving on. There's a clean looking familiar ride. Tricky Ricky Morris out in Kim's wagon. 696 for Morris. Gonna get the head start over Mike Mackey. He listened, he dialed up 667. I told him that unholy dial is gonna get you. We don't need none of that business here. He went a 667 with a 1, so he's right on the cusp of the 666, but we got a good drag race here. 6th out of the difference, 16 to a 10. Mackey, slight advantage, coming up alongside, gets it done, and he runs one over the increased prediction here, 668. Write it down. All right, Bob Gagne, Jeff Filer now. Jeff doing double duty, just came back from Sportsman, 747 for him, 621 for Bob over here on the left side. Going in deep. Lights it red, 14 thou, Jeff, 28 green, and 2 hunt under. Motorcycle man Kevin Twardowski running pro today. Pulled for the buy and he's going to get it. Super Pro, this is your final call. Super Pro round 2 cars, final call. Lanes 1 and 2, load them up, helmets on, we're pulling the first pair. Absolute final call for Super Pro. Top bulb door cars, also known as Super Pro. Here we go. 581 for Michael Shupp. Likes to be down here early. He is first pair out. Taking on the grocery getter. That's Al Shavers. Got a 648 on the Malibu wagon. Got the moon eyes on the back. We got a good race. 004 to an 013. Shavers advantage, but gives it back. So Al Shavers 23 total on the losing effort to Michael Shupp, who is 13 and dead 7. That's 20 total. So 20 pack wins over the 23 pack every single time. Here comes Dylan Biondo, 590 the dial. On the Biondo Domino-owned Firebird, Pete's car. Yeah, I don't know why he's not running the S10. That's a good question, Johnny. Trying something different today, I guess. Michael Zeg, 579 for Zeg over there in the right lane. The Biondo should sponsor the left lane, Johnny, because they always go in the left lane. We should flip it. We should have the Biondo lane in the left lane. Okay. 22 at 12 here. Dylan gets it done. He's 20, dead 3. Taking 13th out as Michael Zeg was 12, better up front, but 200 over the dial, getting behind. Rich Osborne, 618 on the Camaro left side. Jim Carty, 572. Double red light start. Double red light start. Jim Carty gonna move on. Rob Croce, Randy Shiley now, pair of red cars. Been the story of the day. Is Randy Shiley, 21 better is Rob Croce, trip, zip, dead 9. 9 total for Rob Croce. So Randy just pulled in the lanes wrong, 21, one over, never had a shot at it. 9 pack for Rob Croce. Comes Todd Shupp now. 544 the dial, Anthony Zeg, 614. 7th thou to the red is Zeg. 11 green is Shub. Todd Shub going to move into round number 3. Here he comes, our boy B-Saw, Zach, 679 in the S10 left side. Gonna get the head start over Amy Tate. Amy got the LED board on saying 609, the prediction. Identical reaction times. Flip the coin, see if it's heads, see if it's tails. It's tails. Zach B-Saw picking up the win, 14 dead on with an 8 to take 1 thou over Amy Tate, who was 14 dead on with a 9. How about that? Dead 8 to dead 9, identical reaction times, 1 thou going to Zach B-Saw. Great drag race right there. Erica Rolls, Braden Aker. Streetcars for round number next, be ready. Sportsmen on standby. Sportsmen, get them ready. $15 to a 20, 5 thou advantage going to Erica, left side at the big end. Give it to the right side. That's Braden Aker. Braden, 20, dead 1 is 21 total, crossing second for the win. Erica, 15 and under by 5 thou. Had to get inside 6 or less. Another red first gen. Brad Northrup now, 580. Mark Price over there in the far lane, 547. Pricey's in trouble. He's 3.5 on behind. Oh no. Oh no, this is similar to the Rubel run, where I'm gonna have to say, Peggy, just tell Brad to keep sailing. Right on to the trailer. You're not going to want to see that one because he was 002 to Mark Price's 037, and he breaks it out. 3 thou, had to get inside 43. Pricey, dead on a dial. Gonna get it done. That's a tough one, heartbreakers. John Sieverling now, 568, taking on the 573 dial of Paul Straninsky. John got him doubled up here, 17 to a 34 down there. He's got him. Sieverling turning on the electricity, 17 and 1 over the dial to take 5 thou at the stripe. Paul touched late, dead on the dial, no good. Oh, here they come again. I swear these cars faced off against each other in round 1, or maybe round 1. Yeah, Talmadge lost. He's okay. So Talmadge is a little buyback. Malibu versus Nova. Fire Engine Red, Candy Apple Red, whatever you want to call it. Double red light start, and that's a true start flip going to Mark Talmadge. So if I'm correct, which not always is the case, I might add, Mark Talmadge got the rematch victory there against Chris Caparos. Yep, we got the buzzsaw on a line. Gather around, 576 the dial, 10th difference. He's going to give that 10th spot over to Tommy Calabro. 586 for Calabro. Fornwalt might be in trouble here. 23 thousandths disadvantage. Yeah, Tommy's going to get the buzzsaw. Tommy 005 and 2 over the dial to take 12 over Mike Fornwalt.
Brutal.
All right, so tough break there for Mike. He's still in pro, though, doing double duty today. We'll see him later on. Matter of minutes. We got Mike Mackey now, and what does he do? He doesn't listen to me. Got the trip 6 is 666 dial in, 506 for Kelsey Brinkman. It's his lucky number. No, that's the unholy number, Johnny B. That's evil. That's evil. Get that bad juju out of here. 18 to a 42, it might be working for him. Let's see what this ET says. Come on, Mike Mackey, get up here in the tower. I gotta straighten you out, buddy. I told you to dial at 67, and what does it go? It goes to 67. Mike Mackey, 18, 1 over, takes 009 for the win. Come on, Mackey, get up here. I'll dial the car for you. Nah, we're just having fun up here. It's good to see Mike. I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't seen that Daytona in quite a few instances, moments, I guess you call it. I don't know how much he was around last year. Was he, Johnny? I don't think so. A couple handful of times. Not like he used to be. Yeah, a little irregular for him, that's for sure. So Zach Rothenberger, Matt Bonacore. I feel like this is a rematch too, but might be wrong on that. 007 red for Zach. 26 green is Bonacore. Out the back under a thou. So sportsmen, we'd like to get our sportsmen semifinals to lanes 1 and 2. Sportsmen semifinal round to lanes 1 and 2. All right, Chet Dragon, Josh Wilson, yesterday's winner. 445 for Wilson, 642 the dial on the Bantam. Josh continuing on his winning ways. Chet, Bantam went dead 6, but he's 18 red back here at the starting line. Wilson was 10, 1 over, and into round 3. Once again, sportsman semifinals. Go ahead, bring it up. Sportsman semifinals. Pro, you are on standby. Kenny Crown now. 08 American car. 540 cubic inch big block. Dialed in 485. Gonna get the head starter for Vince Schroeder, the shank. Little G's favorite person, 460 for Vince. Pretty even on the tree. 12 thou was the separation. On this end, 4 thou was the separation on that end. Give it to Vince. 23 and 2 over the dial. Schroeder moving on. This could be a good one on the line right now. Nino Reginella, Matty Reck. 478 for Nino, 458 the dial for Matty. Matty missed it. Maddie missed it. Nino hit it. 006 on the brakes. Sets it down to be one over, taking 35. Here's Randy Krause now, 483 the dial for Randy out of Orfield, Pennsylvania. Gonna get that 10th of a second head start over the right side. Who did we say that was earlier? Rizzy. Okay. Yeah, so it's Michelle's car. I'm not sure who's in it. Maybe it's George. Who knows? Could be George Gentile over there. Even on the tree. 1 thou the difference on the tree. Give it to Chet Dragon. He's 35 driving by the tree to be dead on the dial. Takes 4 thou stripe over Randy, who was just behind him, 36 up front, 1 hun over to get behind.
Concession stand, silver air stand, closing at 4:30. Josh don't want to announce that. Concession stand and silver air stand, closing at 4:30. That's an hour and a half. All right, Josh, I did it.
Okay, we got a pair of Gavins on the line. Like I said yesterday, a Gavin will assuredly win this one. That's just a joke. An announcer joke. I make fun of some of the announcing behaviors. 15 thou going to Gavin Shoemaker. Oh, but he gives it back to Gavin Ross, so Gavin did win it. The worst of the two lights gonna take the win here as Gavin Roth is 25 and sets the car down to be dead 0, taking 3 thou stripe. Shoemaker 10, 1 over to get behind. Rich Coppertino now, 463. S&W car here in the left lane. Give slight head start over to Brad Gibler, 477 for Brad. Rich really taking his time with this pre-stage routine and rolls it right in. All right. .007 to an 012, we got a good one. Brad Gibler turns on the lamp, 12 dead for 16 pack. To take 13 over Rich, who was 007, a little bit better back here, but yeah, mile per hour says he dumped him off to be 2 over, 13 thou behind. Caitlin Krause, 475 now on the left. Pretty purple and white car. They've got the headers all polished up out there, shining chrome. 473 for Tim. That's Tim Armstrong out of Paxinos, or Paxinos. Dear Bob Mulaney. Shout out to Bob. There they go, watching each other the whole way down. Caitlin's a little late, and it cost her. Tim, gonna take the win here, 21 to take 6 thou stripe and be 1 over the dial. going to put out the call for round 3 of Pro. Joe Clark, you're on the wait and see buy. Joe Clark, you are on the forecasted buy at 11 cars. So, Pro, go ahead, bring it down to 5 and 6. Pro, come on down. Emily Marinelli now taking on Rob Bennett. Emily's in trouble. Give it to Rob, 12 on the brakes, 483 on the 481. This is George Miller now. This is Danny Nelson car, 483 out of Plains, Pennsylvania. Gonna get the head start over Matt Shell, who's pulling up right side, 456 for Shell in the Dreamweavers car. I'm not sure what it is, their business over there. Something to do with sleep, maybe? I don't know, Dreamweavers? I think it's something to do with that, but somebody can let me know. 26 now red for George Miller. Fouls it away. Matt Shell was ready for him had he been green. He's 004 and 1 over the dial, so Matt Shell will move on. $21,000 advantage goes to Scott Tate over Steve Doss at the big end. Give it to Scott Tate. How about 11 total? Steve Doss was dead on 0, but the reaction time disadvantage cost him that one. Scott Tate, 004 dead 7. Gonna get it done here. All right, couple of big burnouts. Final pair before our buy run. Bob Kalipski and Harvey Spector, a.k.a. Robbie Rubbis. My favorite driver on the property. Everybody knows I'm rooting for Rob. I ain't gonna hide it. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's dialed 448. How about this? Kalipski also dialed 448. So we got a heads-up race here. Final pair of dragsters. I think Rob just got a text or something. He was looking down on his lap. I think somebody's texting him. He's focused on the tree right now. Kalipski bumps it in first. Rob's going to follow. .005 for Domino. 022 for Kalipski. Give it to Domino. 005 takes 002. B 00 take 00. For Robbie Rubbis. Moving on. Semi-final round of sportsmen today. We got John Showers and Alex Knoble. Alex, a local boy out of Ellisburg, Knoble's Amusement Resort. 754 on the Mustang. If you are looking for anything to do after a day of racing, go see Knoble's. Go ride the rides. Get the Dippin' Dots, whatever they got. Try taters, that's my favorite. Pair of green lights. We're going to go the full length of the track. Advantage Knoble at the stripe. Give it to Knoble. Both drivers playing around. Showers was 89 and Knoble was 64. And they're well over the dial by a 10, so they were playing around down there. What's up? We got Dave rolling on a buy run right now, 752 the dial, out of Catawissa, just down the road. We're going to do some track prep before we get into pro. Be back momentarily. I think we're about on our final pass with the tractor, so we're going to get here underway with Pro. All right, we're going to put the call out for Super Pro. Listen up in the pits. Super Pro, Matt Shell, I just spoke with you. You're the wait and see by. We'll take door cars to 1 and 2, dragsters to 3 and 4. Super Pro, you are needed in the lanes for round 3. Ten to a 16, Scott Tupper, Kevin Twardowski, the motorcycle. At the stripe, it's going to be Kevin Twardowski, 16, dead on with an 8. Tupper got there first, but broke it out. 63 on the 66. All right, so Jesse Rothenberger taking the win there. right, once again, we're looking for Super Pro cars. Sorry I missed a couple of pairs. That's okay. Can't get them all. Mike Mackey, 67. He listened. Hey now, easy. He dialed up a hun. Yeah, if he loses, it's my fault. Although I've been dialing the car right every single time this guy's raced in the last 5 times he's been here. So Robbie Bennett, 725, his opponent. Although we did just prep the track, Johnny, he might be going that trip 6. He might be going the unholy dial. We don't know yet. But that's not my fault. That's the track prep. That's the traction compound. I would have been right had that not happened. Just want that on the record. Mackey's better, 18 to a 31. Let's see what happened. He's coming up alongside, 670. Oh my goodness, he made the wrong choice, killed too much. 3 hun over, had the advantage, gives it back. Robbie Bennett, 31 and dead on the dial to take 9 thou. So, car fell off for Mackey, tough break there. He did hit the tree. Did not run the number. So here comes Joe Clark now on a buy run. We made the call for Super Pro cars. Everybody, all y'all. Door cars 1 and 2, dragsters 3 and 4, Matt Shell, lane 7. So 17 green for Joe Clark. And 712 on the scoreboard. Final call for Super Pro. Final call, round 3 Super. right, lanes 1 and 2, load them up. Helmets on, load them up. Again, all the bright red cars are pairing off today. We could have a red car shootout if we wanted. Here's Mark Talmadge, left side, 601 the dial. 601 here for Talmadge out of Williamson, New York. 79 Boo here left side. Tommy Calabro, 588 the dial on his 88 S10. Want to thank the Hoovers for the sweet treats they brought up here. Looks like some kind of birthday cake or something. Graduation, it looks like. We appreciate you. I'm sure Johnny B's going to have a piece. Oh, not identical. Only 1 thou separate them. 14 to a 15. Talmadge 3 hunt over, almost 4 hunt over the dial. Tommy 15 and 2 over. Take 18 thou stripe. Gonna get it done. Here comes that Chevelle. That's Michael Shupp, tower side, 581 out of Lee Heighton. Taking on Jim Cardy, 574 for Jim. We got a good one here. 009 to an 012. 3 thou going to the left side at the stripe. Give it to the right side. So car slowed up just a touch there for Shupp. Gives it back. Jim Cardy 12 dead at 2 is 14 total to take 17 at the stripe. Cardy will be in round 4. Here comes the announcer, Zach Besaw. 94 model S10 here. 679 the dial. Rob Croce, 553. Whenever that street final is ready, we'll take you. Whenever that street final is ready, you can come down to lanes 1 and 2. I can talk. We can talk. We can pronounce words. We can speak this language. We're trying. Looks like Zach's gonna light it first, maybe. They're both bumping it. Yeah, he does. .005 to an 012, we got a good one. 7 thou going out to Zach Besaw on the left at the stripe. Give it to Rob Croce. Besaw's gonna kick himself. He got there first, taking 16 thou. He's out by 2 thou. Had to get inside 14 or less. Rob Croce 12. Dead on the dial is 19 total to be in round 4. Todd Shupp now. Over here in the Rapid Race Fuels lane. 545 the dial. Taking on that Chevy 2. 66 model. That's Braden Aker out of Warwick, New York. 552 the dial. Todd Shupp got him cut in half. Aker in trouble and done for the day. Shupp was 25. taking 11th down to be one over. Braden was 50 and dead on late. Here comes Dylan Biondo. Got the Goodyears on the car. That's because that's Pete's car and he runs Goodyears. He's out 590 for 547 for Mark Price. Brain's starting to slow down here as the hours roll on. Thinking about that New York, New York song. 3.5 Hun going to Dylan Biondo, 10 to a 45 at the big end. Give it to Dylan. He's 18 total. You cannot give Dylan Biondo 3.5 Hun. He will get you every single time. Look at this guy. Look at Mackie pulling in the water box, back with the unholy dial, the trip 6. Yeah. I see you. I see your game. Back and forth 1 Hun with this guy. There's Barry Sauter. That beautiful Nova, if you see that car up close, it's real nice. 674. 568 the dial for John Sieverling, his 71 model. Barry Sauter's in trouble here. Not going to be good for him. And it's not. John Sieverling, 004 to take 008 and be 1 over. Barry missed it. Never got there. Oh, and Mackey's got Robbie Rubbas. So Mike Mackey and Robbie Rubbers about to do battle here. Trip 6 dial here for Mackey, 666. Rob, 447 the dial. Once again, street final. Looks like we got one half of it. We'll take that other car, Pro. We're going to get you guys squared away. Just be ready. All right, let's see what Mackie and Rob got for us right now. Oh, boy. I don't know. Robbie Rubbers might have paid Mackie off on that one. I think what happened on that, Mackie is 983 red, so he's almost a second too early. I'm thinking maybe Rob Domino slipped him a couple hundred in the lanes. I don't know. I don't want to say that, but I don't want to make assumptions or accusations, but Robbie laid down around 15 and 1 over. He'll be in around 4. Comes Nino, Reginella, Hicksville, New York, base car, 478 the dial. Getting the head start over Vince, the shank. Vince dialed 461. All right, we got our street final in the lanes, so we're getting ready. It's going to be a good one. Pair of local guys, Catawissa versus Elysburg. You can't get any closer to a racetrack than that, other than living in Numidia, which I did my whole life, but 28 thou is Schroeder, and he's 28 thou behind. Trip, Zip, Nino, Reginella gets it done. Dead 6. 6 total for Nino Reginella on the whole shot. Here he comes, yesterday's winner, Josh Wilson, 446 on the American car in the left lane. Gonna face off here against Tim Armstrong, 474 out of Paxinus. Another local boy, just down the road.
Lead to David with a whole shot.
To a 20, 6 thou goes to Josh Wilson, but does not get it done. Wow, so Tim Armstrong, 20 dead on the dial to take 4 thou stripe over Josh. 27 total. Wilson 14 and 1 over to get behind. Brad Givler, Scott Tate. .477 here for Givler in the left, 5 flat for Scott. .12 to a 21, Scott with the advantage. Turns on the lamp, 12, takes 002 to be 1 over the dial. Givler 21, dead 4 to get behind by 2 thou. All right, attention to the pits. Listen up, pro cars. You're down to 6. You are on a ladder. I'll give you your pairings. It's going to be Mike Fornwalt with lane choice over Robbie Bennett. Kevin Twardowski with lane choice over Jesse Rothenberger. And Joe Clark, lane choice over Jeff Filer. Oh, we got a nasty one on the track right now. 004 to 003. Matt Bonacore versus Chet Dragon. Chet 003. 1 over, crossing second for the win as Bonacore was 004 out by 6 thou, taking 21. Had to take 15 or less. Comes Rob Bennett, 481, 06 race tech here in the left. Gavin Roth over in that Hangsterfors S&W car, 508. Red light start for Gavin Roth, 1 little thou. Tough break there. So now we got Matt Shell going to take his bye run. And I found out we got the lowdown, the info on Dreamweavers. It is sleep related, so I was right. Dreamweavers.com, you can buy all kinds of bed sheets and throw blankets. Matt says that they're doing a 50% off sale now through next weekend. So leading up to the Memorial Race, they're doing a 50% off sale now through next weekend. Bed sheets, throw blankets, all that kind of stuff. Check them out. Okay, this is your sportsman final on the line. Only a hun difference between these two dials. Dave Rung, 753 in the left. Alex Knoble, 754 in the right. Like I said, Catawissa versus Elysburg for all the bragging rights today in sportsman. Big time red here in the left for Dave Rung. Congratulations to your sportsman winner, Alex Knoble. 33 and 4 over the dial. Congrats, Alex. We'll see you in the winner's circle. All right, we got 3 down here. We are missing 3. So pro, we're putting out the final call. Looks like we need Formwalt, we need Twardowski, and we need Joe Clark.
All right, attention in the pits. Just a quick announcement. We will be coming out with the garbage truck shortly. If you all please take your garbage and move it close to the road so it'll be easy for us to pick it up. We'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to put the first call out for Super Pro. Round 4, 13 cars remain. So we'll take the door cars to 1 and 2, the dragsters to 3 and 4. Nino Reginella sitting on the bye. We got 6 in the lanes, the quarterfinals for Pro. We're about to pull them now. We need Super Pro. Door cars 1 and 2, dragsters 3 and 4, Super Pro round 4. Okay, here we go. Quarter-final round of Pro. Pro Eliminator, Joe Clark, 712 here on the left, out of Sunbury. Just right over the Susquehanna River. Jeff Filer, 747 the dial, on the Duster. Last year's Sportsman champion, I believe. Oh, it's a good one. 007 to an 023. Advantage Filer. Win light, Jeff Filer, 17 total, 007, 1 over with an egg. So 17 total, taking 15th out at the stripe. Mathematically ineligible was Joe Clark, who ran dead on. Got Jesse Rothenberger and Kevin Twardowski now. Kevin on the two-wheeler, 526 the dial, 694 here for Jesse. 44 red is Kevin on the motorcycle. Jesse Rothenberger going to move on to the semifinals, 30 and 1 over. Final pair up, Mike Fornwalt, Robbie Bennett. Once again, we're looking for Super Pro cars. Super Pro cars, lanes 1 through 4, door cars and dragsters. Come on down. .007 is Fornwalt, 029 is Bennett. Give it to Fornwalt, 007, 1 over the dial, crossing second for the win as Robbie Bennett was 29 up front and breaks it out 16th out, had to get inside 4 or less. I'm sorry, did the math there wrong, I believe. I don't know. The screen changed on me here. I think it's 26 under. Had no room. You get some right, you get some wrong. Most are right, some are wrong. We're looking for Super Pro cars. Come on down. Super Pro. If there's any final test and tuners, you can go to lane 7. Test and tune, last call, you can go to lane 7. All right, we're into Super Pro door cars, round 4. 13 cars remain. We got Todd Shupp, we got Rob Croce. 8 to a 25, give the advantage to Croce. Nah, we'll give him the win too, how about that? 008 and on the brakes. 3 hunt over to take 18 thou as Shupp was behind off the hit, and 3 hunt over at the finish. Dylan Biondo now taking on Tavi Calabro. We got a heads-up race. Watch that storyline. Sometimes it's so negligible you can't tell. Other times the disparity, you can actually see it. They're sitting in pre-stage and neither car is moving. I don't think they want to go in. Oh, no, they both go in simultaneous. Dylan's all over it. 33 thousandths to work with. Oh, double breakout, still gets it done. Biondo's only out by a thou. Calabro's out by more, 87 on the 90. We got Jim Carty, John Sieverling. Carty's over here on the left. He's usually a right laner. They might have been pulled front to back, not sure. Doesn't matter. 12 to a 21. Carty at advantage. 9 thou going his way. Give it to him. He's dead zero. How about that? 12 total. Taking 38. Sieverling was 21 off the let go and had nothing for him. Here he comes, my man. Rob Domino, right side, 448. Taking on the 458 of Matt Shell. So just a tenth the difference between the dials here. Rob says if he wins, I'm getting a raise, so we're going to root for Rob. Robbie's got 300. Shell missed it. Oh no! Say it ain't so, Rob. Say it ain't so. Oh. Oh. Little Petey, I hope you're not watching on the live feed, buddy. Robbie had 300. Left him around at the finish. Matt Shell, 41 up front and dead on to sneak by 9 thou, getting a gift here in round 4. Got Scott Tate, Rob Bennett on the line. Bennett's got Tate doubled up right here, 006 to an 012. Both drivers, I think, on the brakes there. Bennett's going to take the win. B00 take 00. That's 006 to take 002 and set it down and be 3 over on the win. All right, we're going to go ahead and make the call. I just checked the clock. We got enough time on Pro for the semifinals, so go ahead, bring it down, Pro. Who we got there, Dave, on the bye?
It'll be F-156.
All right, Jeff Filer. Jeff Filer, you are sitting on the bye to the final. Got Tim Armstrong, Chet Dragon now, Chet, or not, yeah, I go reading the screen after we just said that's Michelle's car. That's George Gentile over there, my mistake. We'll get that number fixed. It's actually Michelle's license number. Chet's the one who didn't renew his. 008 for George Gentile, and he's gonna get it done. Tim Armstrong went dead zero, was 24 up front, but mathematically eliminated to the 16 package of the Gentile car. All right, we got Nino on his buy run. He's going to have a look here at 478.
Last call for concession stand. Concession stand shutting down. 4:30. Souvenir. Souvenir stand shutting down. 4:30. Last call. Concession or souvenir. 4:30. Shutting down.
All right, still missing one. The buzzsaw, come on down. Final call for pro. Super, you're now on a ladder. Give you your matchups here. It's going to be Biondo sitting on the buy run. Dragon, lane choice. Well, actually, that's the wrong car number, so that's Gentile. Gentile, lane choice over Cardi. Bennett, lane choice over Reginella. And Croce, lane choice over Shell. We'll give you guys another minute or two here. We're just giving you the matchups. Hey, there he is. What's going on with this dial, Mike? What's the story here? Give it to me.
My card, that's what has to be on it, that's what
It's got to go back and forth.
I'm not a superstitious person.
Okay, all right. If that's what it's got to be, that's what it's got to be.
Go, buddy, how are you?
That's good stuff out there.
You a Christian, Mike?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains
I'm
it.
raised Catholic.
That explains it. We got it figured out.
That's a good story.
All right, here we go. Semifinal round of pro. We got Mike Fornwall pulling up left side in the 68. Dialed in 576. Going to do the chasing against the young driver in the right lane. That's Jesse Rothenberger, 694 on her ride. And one of these guys is going to, well, guys or gals, going to face off against Jeff Filer. Last year's sportsman champion, running pro today. So here we go, Fornwall, Rothenberger. Red light start for Jesse, 21 to the red. Fornwall would have been tough at 16 and dead 0. So 16 total on the freebie for Mike Fornwall. Jesse was also dead 0. The car ran the number, just touched too quick up here. She knew she had to hit the tree. Yeah, that's right, Johnny. You got to hit the tree against the buzzsaw. Sometimes that'll come up red. So we got Jeff Fowler going to have a look at his prediction here, 748. make the call for Super Pro. Super Pro, come on down. Like I said, Biondo on the bye. Dragon, yeah, not Dragon, that's Gentile. Gentile over Cardi. Bennett over Reginella and Croce over Shell. We need you now. Come on down. Round 5 Super Pro. right, we'll take Pro to the lanes. Pro final, come on down. Round 5, Matt Shell left side, 458 the dial-in, and Robert Croce. Croce took me out earlier in a good drag. He's dialed in at a 553. Croce kicks it 3 thou red, and he's going to be sick. Shell 37 and 13 thou under. That's going to bring up Nino Reginella, 478 the dial left side, and Robert Bennett. Bennett on a 480. Taking our time staging, they're both in. Tree drops. Robert Bennett, 8 thou red. Nino, 29 and 7 thou under. That'll bring up Jim Carty, 573 the dial-in left side. Gonna get a 1 second head start from George Gentile, dialed in at a 473. $17,000, separate them up front, advantage, Carty, win light, give it to Jim Carty, 001, one above 7, 18 total. Gentile, 18 on the tree, puts it dead 9, had to be dead 0 to have a chance. And that'll bring up Dylan Biondo on the buy run. Driving Uncle Pete's car, dialed in at a 589. Dylan, 004 up front. And dead on 0. How about 4 total on the buy run? come. Pro final. Interesting one here. Mike Fornwalt and Jeff Filer. Jeff Filer, a street guy who usually doubles up in pro. He's down 747. So the buzzsaw is going to do a bit of waiting. Both these drivers have had these dials painted on the car. 576 for Fornwalt. Tough break there for Mike Fornwalt. Turns it 3 thou red. Jeff would have been tough. He was 009 and dead on 18 total for the street car. So how about that? Congratulations to Jeff Filer, your pro winner, 18 total. right, we're down to 4 cars here. Super Pro semifinals got Cardi, lane choice over Shell. Biondo, lane choice over Nino. So Cardi over Shell, Biondo over Reginella. We need those 4 guys down to staging. you heard the noise. That's the Super Pro semifinals. Doing their burnouts. First pair up, Dylan Biondo. In the Firebird, gonna dial 589, gonna knock it down a hun. Gonna be getting the head start over Nino. Nino Reginella, right side. 477 the dial. I think Dylan might have just ran a 90 with a 0. If that's it. I'm not sure about that. I know it ran a 90. .008 to an 012. It is a good one here. Oh, wow. You just went 89-0. Biondo, give it to him. 8 total. How about this? Nino, 12. Dead 3 is 15 total. So 8-pack to a 15-pack. Dylan Biondo in today's Super Pro final. All right, I'm getting squared away. We were having a little trouble seeing Jim's dial in the sunlight here, the way it was hitting it. Couldn't see it. 574 though, we got it figured out. He's in the left lane. Gonna be taking on Matt Shell, 457 in the Dreamweavers ride. Like I said earlier, they got that 50% off special. You go over their website for the next week or so. Grab that discount. Shell's in first. Cardi to follow. Tree fires. Here it comes. 22 in his pocket. Shell has. Give it to him. 002 and 1 over to take 14th out at the finish. Jim, 024 dead on the dial to be 30 total. Gets behind 14. So Matt Shell and Dylan Biondo will be your finalists in Super Pro today. All right, we need the Super Pro final to the lanes. Come on down, guys. We're ready to pack it up. Come on down. I know you are too. Super Pro final.
Okay. I'm very, very, very disappointed. I try to treat everybody here like a human being. I try to be honest. I try to be fair. And now I just went out and looked at my Cadillac, and somebody ran into it. Before I play the cameras back, and retribution is not going to be good. So before I play the cameras back, be a man. Be a man. And step up and say, Bob, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I did damage. That's all I want. I want to know who did it. The money don't mean nothing. The lying means plenty. So I'm going to give you all a chance. And if you know who did it, I'll give you a reward. Because then the son of a bitch that did do it will pay. And they will pay heavy. So I'm telling you right now, you got the opportunity to come clean. You don't want to tell me, you can tell my son, because he's a lot calmer. And
I just beat up somebody last week.
we'll take care of it. But I'm telling you right now, once I play that camera back, it's going to be too late and all over. Thank you. Thank you for ruining my weekend. Thank you.
That is a great one.
we go. Final run of the weekend. Super Pro Final. Dylan Biondo and Matt Shell, a couple of young dogs. Biondo going to stick with the left lane here. 589. Going to stick with that dial as well. Shell, 457 on the long car in the right lane. Yeah, this is definitely a no-split final. I'm going to go out on a limb. Johnny said so. We agree.
They're not splitters.
Nah, neither one of these guys are splitters. This is for everything. Dylan's sitting in pre-stage. Matt taking his time. Might be playing some head games here. He's bumping it in. Pre-stage lights are lit. Here we go. Super Pro Final. 13 to a 12. 11th out going out to Matt Shell. Matt Shell.
Wow, what a race.
That was quite a race. How about that one? Dylan Biondo, 13 dead, 0 is 13 total and loses. Shell, 002, dead on with a 3 is 5 total. So, hell of a final to end the weekend. We had great weather, great racing. 5 total for Matt Shell. We want to congratulate him. We'd like to congratulate all of our winners today. That's going to do it here for us. The payout window is closing in a matter of minutes, so make sure you get up here. Matter of minutes on the payout window, so if you got something coming to you, make sure you head on down here. Appreciate everybody coming out. We're going to do it all again next weekend, another double points weekend. And as far as the website goes, guys, I'm going to go home. I'm going to hit the highway. I'm going to go home. I'm going to finish the deal. And it should be posted tonight. If things don't go according to plan, it might be posted tomorrow morning. So, website will be fully functional and working. Hopefully better. The goal was increased communication and clarity with scheduling. The other out-of-date website was hard to update, and a lot of times the events were missing info and all that kind of stuff. I got total control now, so the website will have everything you need. So that'll be launched later this evening, at the latest tomorrow morning if I run into problems. Who knows? So, appreciate everybody coming out. We'll see you next time. We'll hand it over to Frank.